Well, I don't know about you guys there at home, but here we are getting up because we're gonna be talking about a classic film from 1951. You see the title right there, Quo Vadis, directed by Mervyn LeRoy. I have here already my sword and, of course, my sandals ready to go in this film. Well, hello folks, I'm Daniel Nobre. And for this presentation, we're gonna talk about a big budget, one of the first big budget films ever made. It's an epic, and we're gonna tell you a little bit more why I like this film, and I'm gonna go over some interesting facts about it, okay? So stay with me, because this is CINEMIN. I'm your host, Daniel Nobre. Welcome to CINEMIN. For the fans of the Criterion Collection, international films, independent films, and American classics. Please subscribe and enjoy this channel. So you are watching here with me the Warner Brothers release Blu-ray for Quo Vadis. And if you got a copy of Quo Vadis from the Warner Brothers label, don't forget to check out the brilliant commentary by FX Finney, and certainly don't miss it, the special feature in the beginning, Quo Vadis and the Genesis of the Biblical Epic. It is full of insights from different movie critics and their opinions on the film. You learn a lot with that as well. Nominated for 8 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, no wins. As the first scenes of the movie unfolds, we know that we are up for something big, bold, and very detail-oriented, because this film has everything that a big epic perhaps should have. Today, looking at the film, is almost impossible to conceive a movie this magnitude, so many extras, special effects, 32,000 costume designs made for the film, so the numbers are just impressive and more impressive. And don't forget, later on we're gonna have the fantastic fire all over the city of Rome, and for that production employed lots and lots of gallons of gasoline in setting up the fire, huge amount of elements running down everything in coordination. The location, of course, is Italy. The movie was made in Cinecittà and in real locations, for instance, in the Appian Way in Rome. The number of the extras for the film, it runs around 30,000. In the biography of director Mervyn LeRoy, 60,000. I think this number is a little bit exaggerated, but you can see the results of that. Also, the beautiful details in every single one of them, from the art direction department and costume design. There you see Marcus Vinicius, Robert Taylor, and I think he's just perfect for the part. Originally, John Huston supposed to direct the film, starring Elizabeth Taylor and Gregory Peck on the leading roles. They start filming, however, several problems came across and the full production never took off. I like this casting even better, because I think that Robert Taylor has something about him that he looks majestic as Marcus Vinicius, and more important, convincing. Essentially speaking, this movie is about Christianity. So we have Marcus Vinicius coming back with his legion in a winning war, representing the Roman Empire through the figure of Emperor Nero, and now he's back as a winner, but he can't come just as yet to the city. In the meantime, he's gonna prepare his entrance on the following day. So he's gonna have a shower. In that, he meets a retired general that has a house, a bathhouse, and in there he's gonna meet the beautiful Ligia, portrayed here by Deborah Kerr. And then comes the part what for me is the weakest part of the film, just because it's a little bit of non-unbelievable romance. And I'm talking about Marcus Vinicius and Ligia. When they meet, that's the scene they're meeting for the first time, she always gives the code for him. She thinks he's very attractive, but she's not really into it. So he kind of feel lost, but he insists to try to get to know her and get a chance to prove that he's worth it. However, she always keep blocking him off all the time. And for that matter, I understand that that's the way the character should be portrayed, but I think that Deborah Kerr is kind of cold shoulder for this part. I love Deborah in other films, but not necessarily in this one. I think she's beautiful, she's very elegant. Critics praised more her performance than his, and I like his performance much more than hers, just because I would like to see a different actress portraying the role of Lygia, to try a different approach on the character. Here we are seeing Sir Peter Ustinov portraying the best of all, which is Nero. Every time he appears, he manages again to steal the show, and he just let it loose the character, and for our grace and for the grace of the character itself works just well. It's just beautiful to see him, and he's kind of at the beginning here of the film, that's the first time he appears, he's kind of still moderate crazy, but you see some elements that he's going a little bit out of his role here, but it's just perfect. And here we have the character of Nero Petronius. Petronius is a consigliere of Emperor Nero, and also he's the uncle of Marcus Vinicius. He's gonna have a very important role at the end of the film. Just to let you know, Petronius is the author of Satiricon. In 1969, director Federico Fellini made a movie adaptation based on the book by Petronius called Fellini's Satiricon. You can find this movie as part of the Essential Fellini box set from the Criterion Collection or in single disc spine number 747. Just to let you know, Quo Vadis, the word Quo Vadis is actually a question, 2 words, Quo Vadis. Where are we going? That's the question in Latin. So it's like looking to God and ask for what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go. And that's the word and the question, Quo Vadis. Always together with Nero we have Pompeia. And Pompeia is portrayed by actress Patricia Lafan. She's an excellent actress, by the way. She plays the kind of vixen character right there. She loves Marcus Vinicius, and she will not measure what she has to do. Like, she is right there right now looking at Vinicius meeting with Lygia, and she's gonna have her poison because she wants Marcus Vinicius for herself, and that is going to be a conflict right there in some point in a very crucial moment of the film as well. And of course, in let it loose mode, we have the performance by Peter Ustinov. It's just mesmerizing to see what a part, what a performance. He just let it go, the character, mad as possible, and he controls the character very well, because with the things that he does, and even when he throws fire in the city, always performance and singing, is just a madman in full force portraying another madman. It's just unbelievable, and it's very, very, very great. So if you haven't seen this performance, I think it's one of the most interesting performances that he gave, and you should check it out, because it's just out of this world, and he holds the attention of you all the way to the end of the film. You want to know how he's gonna end, even know historically how he's gonna be, but you want to see how this guy pull out all this madness in his faces and his gestures. It's just great. Check it out, Quo Vadis, if you not only but also for that. And about director Mervyn LeRoy, just because he was perfectly right for this film. He directed in 1931 Little Caesar. In 1940 he directed Waterloo Bridge, and in 1942 Random Harvest, just to mention a few films. He was absolutely the best choice for this film. So I hope that you like this comments on Quo Vadis, and check it out if you haven't seen the film. You're up for a great motion picture experience, no doubt. CINEMIN, just a reminder, we're gonna be back with more movie reviews from Criterion Collection, international films, American classics, independent films, and anything in between movies. Signing off, I'm Daniel Nobre. Please subscribe, and I see you guys on the next presentation. Goodbye.